Hello everybody, this is Johns Hopkins with Baltimore Heritage, and we're back with another of our 5-Minute Histories videos. And today I'm in Gwynns Falls Leakin Park off of Windsor Mill Road, and I am standing in the middle of the largest urban old-growth forest east of the Mississippi River. It kind of doesn't feel like we're in Baltimore, but we are squarely still in Baltimore City. The trees are a couple hundred years old, at least some of them, but the place where I am and the aviary behind me is not quite that old. I'm at Carrie Nature Center. It got started in 1985, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm thrilled. I'm going to be joined by two naturalists here, Nina Ferrone and Briley Hebner, and I think they're going to bring some special guests out with them. We'll see in a moment here. But before turning it over to them, let me just say a word about how the Nature Center got its start. You don't have to be a baseball historian to know the name Eddie Murray. He was a Baltimore player for many years, a legend really. The Murray in Eddie Murray is the same Murray as here at Carrie Murray, but it's not named for him, it's named for his mother, Carrie. We'll get to that in a second, but let's just say a word about baseball. Eddie Murray got his start as a minor league Baltimore Oriole in 1973, I think, and then made his way into the big leagues in 1977, and he did it in a big way. He was the American League Rookie of the Year. I think he won that award. He went on to play 11 seasons with Baltimore, and then in what was described as one of the lowest moments in all of Baltimore sports history, he was traded to the Los Angeles Dodgers, and then I think he was traded to the Cleveland Indians for a while as well. But then he spent his final years back here in Baltimore where he hit his 500th home run, and along with 3,000 overall hits, it put him into a very elite league with the likes of Hank Aaron and Willie Mays with 3,000 hits and 500 home runs. He clearly was a good baseball player. But how do we go from hitting home runs to founding a nature center in West Baltimore? Well, our research shows that there was really an intersection of three things. One was a generous and civic-minded spirit in Eddie Murray. The second was an inspirational mother. And then the third was a summer camp in his home community of Watts, Los Angeles. As for civic-mindedness, he gave the funds to start this Nature Center in 1985. But before that, he had done a lot of philanthropy pretty quietly. One of my favorite stories is he, along with a teammate, Ken Singleton, when they played at home here in Baltimore, they would buy up blocks of tickets and then give them out for free to kids in Baltimore who couldn't afford to come to the games. Pretty neat. So that's the civic mindedness. How about the mother? Well, Carrie Murray, his mother, Eddie says was the inspiration behind his hard work ethic. And incidentally, he played here in the Orioles alongside another player named Cal Ripken, who credited Eddie Murray for instilling in him a work ethic, so pretty serious there. And then finally, the third sort of confluence there was this summer camp in Watts growing up. He apparently spent a couple summers there. And let me read to you what he said about founding this nature center here. He said, "I'd like to be able to touch someone's heart the way that camp touched mine." And I'm going to conclude and hand it over to our two naturalists by saying, I think that in founding this nature center here in 1985, he definitely has touched people's hearts, including my two kids who spent a number of summers out here learning about the nature that is here in Baltimore City. And with that, let's see who we come up with next.
Hi, so my name is Briley. I'm a naturalist here at Carrie Nature Center. And as you can see, I have a friend with me, but before I introduce him, I was just gonna point you to behind me. We have our aviary right here, which is outside and open to the public at any time. You're welcome to come by and walk by quietly to see if you can see any of our birds of prey. And we aren't a rehabilitation center, but they have all been rehomed to us through other centers just like that for whatever reason that they needed to be cared for or not released back into the wild for whatever reason. So for example, I have a friend who's native to the area. This is a box turtle. So they come in many different colors in terms of yellow, brown, grayish, but it's all kind of a general theme of yellow and brown. And every pattern is completely unique to that turtle. So it's kind of like a snowflake. But he's also got some quite remarkable different shape and cutouts in his shell, which refer back to his history as having injuries from a dog and several punctures from the teeth. And after he took some time to recover at a rehabilitation center, he was brought here and is now living the rest of his life under our care. And he loves meeting friends and visitors. So what you might find when you come here are several other animals inside, different reptiles, and we also do a lot of different programming that my coworker Nina is going to tell you about in a minute. But we just love helping people connect with nature at different schoolyard visits, field trips, we do fairs, so anytime we can get out in the community, we really like to do that. So I look forward to meeting you and look forward to showing you some of our friends here at the center.
Hi everybody, my name is Nina Ferrone, and this friend here is our lovely corn snake. She has been living at the Nature Center with us for about 10 years now. As you can see, she kind of is going all over my body and trying to find places to hang on and explore the area around her. So the reason why she's called a corn snake is two reasons. The first kind of being where she likes to live. So people tend to find these snakes in cornfields, not because they eat corn, but because of the food they like to eat, which is mice and rats. So they are carnivores. Also, if you look at the bottom pattern of her scales, it kind of looks like what Indian corn or maize used to look like before we kind of genetically modified it to be the crop that we know today. Here at the Nature Center, we have lots of programs that we're starting. Public programming, which is the first time in a while. It's very exciting. On Saturdays, we are starting to do family nature walks, and this weekend I'm actually doing a tree ID walk. We have nature art journaling coming up. We have mindfulness walks. And then during the week, we usually go to schools for a schoolyard visit, or field trips will come to us. We will take them out on the trails and help them connect with nature and kind of have a better relationship with the world around them. My favorite thing about the Nature Center, oh, that's so hard. I guess it's the excitement of seeing people connect with something they were afraid of. So this snake is such a great example. When I pull her out, lots of times people feel scared and they're worried that she might bite, but she's so friendly. A lot of things in nature are actually our friends, and we can connect with them and be a part of living with them rather than having to have fear about it. We have a website, carriemurraynaturecenter.org. And yeah, you can give us a call if you have any questions about our opening hours. We're all here and friendly and would love to see you.